I never thought I would say this, but Harry Sisson, you are 100% right. I regret voting for Trump. I 100% regret voting for him. Like, here's the thing, Harry. You have brought so much enlightening content to this app, and you have truly educated me. Like, I'm just done with Trump. I'm done with MAGA. I'm getting rid of the flag. I'm getting rid of my Trump shirts. Because here's the thing, Harry. He has been in office for literally a month. Over a month now. And you know what? I'm freaking ticked because he hasn't done a thing. He's been president for a month, and what has he done? Nothing. Nothing is changing. I mean, and even like the drones in the sky, why isn't he doing anything about that? Thank you for enlightening me. Thank you for showing me that I was wrong. I was truly wrong. So, I just want to say cheers, Harry. I've switched teams, and I'm going to just sit over here. And I know I can't take off my Trump nails, Harry. I can't. But I'm going to sip some Biden juice. Cheers. Thanks for all you've done.
So, I admit, I regret my vote for Donald Trump. I regret it because I needed these changes sooner. I needed the prices to go down sooner so that I didn't drain out my bank accounts and go into crippling credit card debt, so that when I had an emergency, I had money set aside. So when my son's glasses break, I could actually get him new ones. I can't do any of that right now. My car broke down, and so I'm in a friend's car just to work, to continue living paycheck to paycheck. I knew it was going to be hard, and that it wasn't going to come fast. I just wish that things would work out better. I really regret that everything is taking so long, because there's so much pushback, because I don't even know the reasons anymore. I don't understand why good things have to be trampled on. I don't know why good people have to be trampled on. I don't want a lot. I just want to be comfortable. I just want to not live paycheck to paycheck. I just want to be able to live and work. I work 7 days a week to not even make ends meet sometimes, and my car broke down, and I have a few $1,000s worth of repairs to do on it. My son's glasses broke, and I can't even take him to the eye doctor. I just want to get past the hard part. I want to get to the part where it's not just crippling. I know he's working on it. I know that it's gonna get better, and that it wouldn't have been any better with anybody else. I just really needed things to start working again. They're still not. I mean, I owe more in taxes this year, which is just more debt that I can't pay. And I have to pay. It's just another $100 or so a month that I can't afford. So no, I guess I really don't regret voting for Donald Trump. I just regret that his changes didn't come sooner. I just need relief. I need the good things to start coming. I know it's coming. I just need it sooner rather than later right now. Good vibes, everybody. Thank you. And yeah, thanks.
I started seeing things differently. I questioned my beliefs, my choices, and my role in all of it. I started to realize that it wasn't just this one choice I made. It was kind of a accumulation of choices I've been making for years. Like, for example, when I had my first daughter, I never taught her Spanish because I didn't care to have her learn Spanish. And after having my second daughter, I kind of knew that I wanted her to speak Spanish because I wanted her to be able to speak with my family and connect with them and have a sense of belonging. South Florida, surrounded by Republican voices, I was brainwashed into thinking I was one of them. I fell for the propaganda, the normalization of cruelty, and I believed the lies that gave me a false sense of security and belonging. I was convinced that voting for Trump was for the economy or against crime, when in reality I was supporting a man and a movement that dehumanizes people. He basically broke families apart. I regret my vote so deeply, and if I could go back and change it, I would. My vote wasn't just a mistake, it was the ultimate betrayal of the very people that I come from. My dad isn't a criminal. He was a hardworking man. He raised me and my 4 siblings, and now he's fighting for his life in a cell. When I voted for Trump, I supported the very system that allows this kind of cruelty to happen. That is a choice that I have to live with. Some people have said that my family deserves this, or that I or my dad deserve it, or that it's some sort of justice, but no person deserves to go through anything like this. No person deserves to be ripped away from their family. No one deserves to die alone and sick and far from people who love them. To my family, to my community, to my children, and to every single person who has been affected by the choice that I made, I'm so sorry.
You know, I voted for Donald Trump, and now I regret it, because now, since Elon Musk took over, I lost my job. It's last night in the hotel. I was the head of the broken pencil department, and I just got word that it's pointless.
So here's the headline today. Hispanic voters are turning against President Donald Trump. Apparently, his approval with that voting bloc is around 32%. But here's the twist. So this came out in Axios in June. Look at this right up here. Donald Trump nearly won the Latino vote. You see it right here. The 2024 election, Kamala Harris got 51% of the vote. Donald Trump got 48%. That's a huge difference from 2020. So why is his support slipping now? Apparently his immigration crackdown is undermining his standing with Hispanic voters, which is confusing to a lot of people because he ran on mass deportations. He even had people wave the signs at the RNC. But if you thought that he was only going to deport violent criminals and not the college student who was simply undocumented, I don't know what to say.
I never thought I was going to lose this much money, this fast.
Jim is a Republican who voted for Donald Trump 3 times.
How do you feel about your vote for Donald Trump now?
Well, I feel like perhaps I should have considered some other options.
The past 2 years, Jim has been selling honey to the federal government, which then provides it to schools and food banks. But after Donald Trump took office, the USDA cut those programs suddenly as part of the federal government's effort to streamline spending.
For a lot of other local farmers around here, it was a major source of reliable revenue. For me, it's going to cost me around $150,000 a year.
Whoop-de-doo, another MAGA FAFO. This is getting really fucking old at this point, but I will continue to post these every single day because I do believe that there is a benefit in highlighting Trump supporters themselves regretting their vote so that other Trump supporters might see and be like, oh shit, yeah, we can be affected by the man we voted for. The frustrating part about all of this is they never seem to give a shit until it affects them. There's zero empathy in that heart until it affects them. And then only until it affects them do they regret their vote. But I think it's important. I think it's important it gets highlighted. I'm not here to shame you. I'll take up arms with you. I'll fight this administration with you. And I'll encourage you to vote in the midterms for someone who will actually do better for this country. But I am going to highlight it until then because I think it's valuable information. Anyways, my name is Mercedes Chandler. Give me a follow or you won't see my face again. Thank you. Goodbye.
As a Latino, I've never been more embarrassed and more disappointed in the Latin community for even voting or thinking of voting for Trump. Voting against your own self-interest is counterproductive. It's insane to me. Like, y'all don't make no sense. What's not clicking? And let's be very serious. Latinos voted for Trump because they want to be as close to whiteness as possible. It's because they're anti-black. It's because of the internalized racism. It's because of the not even internalized, it's for the outward racism. That's really mainly what it was. And let's not forget the misogyny of it all. Let's not forget that, because one thing a Latina woman is gonna do is gonna put her man, her son, and any male figure in the Latin community up on a pedestal with ease. And that's exactly what the Latino men thrive on. The women always putting them up on a pedestal. And that's really the sad part about it, because there is no reason why they should have been voting for Trump at all. I'm disappointed today, and I'm just so disappointed.
We have some major news. A bunch of Trump supporters are now regretting their votes for Donald Trump after seeing this MAGA civil war take place. For example, this post on X went viral along with many others very similar to it, saying, quote, "I officially regret my vote for Trump. Nobody said anything on the campaign trail about attacking legal immigrants or tossing out H-1B employees. I'm in favor of reform, but this is a new and startling restrictionist and nativist approach. To my Indian friends, I will not stay silent. You are not the problem." And this is because a lot of Trump supporters and people close to Donald Trump himself have come out against H-1B visas, which are visas for high-skilled immigrants to come into the United States and work. And specifically, for some reason, they're targeting Indian Americans and Indian people generally who are here working in the United States. And look, there are probably a lot of people out there who feel the exact same way that she does, watching the chaos that has come from the MAGA civil war, the racism that has come out of it. It just goes to show you that Donald Trump, his base, and the people around him are incompetent. They cannot run a country.
Another Latino voter that voted for Trump wants their vote back. Francisco Olivares in California wants his vote back after he and his family supported Donald Trump. His wife going to a permanent residency meeting for her green card is detained by ICE and now appears as going to be deported out of the country. She's lived in the United States 25 years. Her name is Cynthia Olivares. She's a Canadian national. She has worked. She has paid taxes. She, again, has 3 children, and they live in California. Cisco said, "I thought they were going to target dangerous criminals, not basically someone like my wife." Well, I guess you effed around and you found out, because Donald Trump, while he may have told you all that, how many things has he told you all that he doesn't do? Stephen Miller wants to deport everybody he can. He doesn't care whether you're a criminal or not. Clearly doesn't care. Doesn't care how important you are to your economy or your family. So more Latinos that voted for Trump. What do y'all think about this? It's sad, and I don't want people deported, but you know what? You all knew this. You all knew this, and you trusted him, and you see what you get when you trust Donald Trump.
I don't understand. This is not what we voted for. This is exactly what you voted for. No, how can he do this? I've supported him through thick and thin. We told you. No, he promised to only deport the dangerous Latinos, not the good ones. Oh, you dumb fucking bitch. Why are you being so mean? I'm being mean. We have to fight this together. Oh, now you want to fight together? I didn't think it was going to turn out this way. Haven't you been listening to all his speeches since 2016? No, this is not the Trump I voted for. He's exactly who you voted for. All we want is a better economy. That's all we want. We love this country. Oh God, I can't believe this. My parents were Cuban refugees. And you still voted for him. They came here for a better and safer life. Like every refugee, but that didn't stop you from founding Latinas for Trump, which is like the dumbest thing. It's like cockroaches for raid. You lack empathy, and you are dumb.
This is wild to me, because it's always those people that are complaining. I was working my second job yesterday, And 3 of my coworkers told me that they did not vote in the presidential election. And they said the reason why is because they didn't like either of the options, or they already knew that Donald Trump was going to win. And I was like, dang, I mean, I had a feeling that he would win as well, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't vote. The reason why I had a feeling that he would win is because I do this, and I've realized how gracious people can be. And I also grew up down south, and I've recognized that the sanctuary city that I live in doesn't reflect the rest of the United States. What's even more wild is that one of my coworkers has a Latino background, and he was telling me how 2 of his family members were deported back to DR. What's even more wild is that some of his family members voted for Donald Trump. So I asked him, how do they feel about with what's going on right now in the deportations? And he said they are regretful voters. And he explained to them that is why you have to do a better job of doing your research in the future. So it sounds like the call is coming from inside the house.
The American flag stands for compassion, kindness, liberty, and justice for all.
So Cynthia is on the internet crying because she voted for Trump, knowing that her father was undocumented and he got deported. Not only did he get deported, but he has stage 4 cancer. And I hate to be the one to kick someone when they're down, but to be on here talking about the American flag stands for liberty, kindness. Since when, ma'am? Since when? Because not in Black American history has it ever stood for that. Not in recent American history did it ever stand for that. And for the people who are the Latinos for Trump saying that, I didn't know that I was going to get, I didn't. What about the giant mass deportation now signs? What about build the wall? What about Trump's whole first presidency made you think that this would be okay? And I'm sorry, I have no tears. No tears whatsoever. This is the consequence of your actions. And for all those other people who voted for Trump and got exactly what they thought would happen to other people, it's sad, but sometimes you have to learn the lesson the hard way.
No one deserves to vote. Do something like this behind bars.
I am going to continue with my previous vote, which was to deny the request for conditional medical relief. That would be a majority vote to deny the request for.
There is nothing worse than regret. No hay nada peor que arrepentimiento. El dolor de estar arrepentido no es suficiente. A veces no es suficiente. Lo siento mucho. Lo siento por ti. I'm so sorry. As a daddy's girl, I am so sorry.
So I've been seeing this image on Twitter. Comments saying Trump will do this if he wins. Trump being like, if I do this thing, I'll win. He does the thing, and then the voters are surprised that he does the thing. And honestly, it reminds me a lot of Latinos for Trump. And I say that because one of my Hispanic friends, he voted for Trump. And he was telling me how he regrets voting for Trump because of the mass deportations.
I'm like, he campaigned on it. And he's like, yeah, I didn't know he campaigned on it. I'm like,
this is like one of the things he's been talking about for so long. And it's all he ever talks about is illegal immigrants. It's like one of the only things he talks about nonstop. And he was like, yeah, I didn't know. And I'm like, what? Like, it baffles me how people like this, like, can vote. Like, do your fucking research on the dude you're voting for, maybe? And then you realize, oh shit, I actually don't like this guy.
I regret voting for Trump. You guys told me I would, and here we are, just barely over a month after he was sworn in, and I have so many reasons, so many disappointments, and I've lost so many rights as a woman already. So I guess I'll just start listing the reasons why. So many rights gone as a woman. Starting with did I lose rights? I thought I did. See, I was told so many times by the left that I lost all of my rights because I'm a woman. So I mean, I thought for sure I did, but now that I'm trying to come up with a list, it's just not coming to the tip of my tongue here. I don't know. Maybe we'll try again after I do some research.
Hey, I voted for Donald Trump, and really starting to regret my vote, because this isn't what I voted for. I voted for a lot more people to go to jail. I voted for a lot more politicians to be stripped of their power and put in prison for the crimes that they've committed against humanity. I voted for the Epstein list to come out. The full list. The full fucking list of every politician, every bureaucrat that had anything to do with those minors.
Have y'all seen the video of that Cuban Trump supporter, man, complaining about Trump after there was a video that went viral of him celebrating Trump's victory a few months ago because Trump signed an executive order that's pretty much demanding that truck drivers know and speak and can read English in order for them to be a truck driver? And guess what this guy does for a living, man? Yeah, he drives a truck, man. He hasn't just driven a truck. He's been driving a truck for 20 freaking years, man. For 20 years, and now he's scared that he might lose his license because he doesn't speak a lick of English. And at that point, I mean, yo, you've been here for 20 years, man. At that point, you kind of did it to yourself, bro. But whatever, man. It points to the fact that there was a lot of Latinos, man, that was supporting Trump, that I was looking at them like, I don't know, I think you might want to be quiet at this one, at least publicly, you know, because a lot of Latinos out there were doing certain things that, you know, when the Democrats are in control, they just look the other way. They don't really care, you know. But when the Republicans get up in there, they start shaking things down, you feel me? And now this dude is over here scared because he's like, damn, how am I gonna feed my family, bro? This is all I do. And yeah, I know that the Latinos that hate Trump are having a field day with this video, man. It's going around the internet. Everybody's telling me, you see, we told you he don't care about no Latinos. But nah, bro, come on, let's start learning English, bro. You've been here 20 years, bro. That's one thing that Latinos do that blows my mind, bro. I know people been here 40, 50 years, bro. Don't speak a lick, can't even beg in English, bro. But yeah, that was a little funny.